So here's another black eye for Google, now accused of using, quote, deceptive, misleading, and manipulative tactics in their phone location tracking feature. They can listen to a lot with this. Susan Lee here now with more. Hi, Susan.
So, David, Google is being accused of illegally tracking your location, which in Europe would actually violate the EU's new strict data privacy laws known as GDPR, which came into effect in April this year. So Google is already facing a lawsuit on this side of the pond in the U.S., which alleges that Google is still tracking you, even if you turn it off in your privacy settings. So what the consumer groups over in Norway, Sweden, and 5 other EU governments are alleging is that Google uses various ways to encourage users to enable settings in location history and also the web and app activity selection that are integrated into all Google user accounts, for instance, like Gmail and YouTube. And it's confusing for users who don't know that they are essentially authorizing Google to track them. So we reached out to Google for response on this, and here's their statement that they released to Fox Business. They say that location history is turned off by default, and you can edit, you can delete or pause it at any time. If it's on, it does help improve services like predicted traffic on your commute. And if you pause it, well, we make it clear that depending on your individual phone and app settings, we might still collect and use location data to improve your Google experience. We will enable you to control location data in other ways, too. That includes in different Google settings called web and app activity and on your device. Now, Google, along with the rest of the tech industry, they have been, of course, been under close scrutiny by governments around the world on how much data that they are collecting, what they're doing with this data. And we do have Google CEO Sundar Pichai finally heading to D.C. next week, December the 5th, for that congressional hearing. And you'll remember that Google was noticeably absent in September for the Senate hearings that Facebook's Sheryl Sandberg and Twitter's Jack Dorsey showed up to. David?
Well, I'm just wondering, first of all, what about those European regulations? They are very strict, and the question is, will they bleed over here? I mean, are we likely to adopt the same systems that they have there, which could take a lot of capital? I mean, we're talking about hundreds of billions of dollars worth of information that they've been collecting. If they don't have it anymore, that could really seriously harm some of these companies.
Well, Facebook, don't forget, so they have had to reduce their revenue expectations on the year because of extra spending when it comes to looking at the content online, policing the platform, but also hiring people and also adhering to these new privacy laws in Europe and also the new ones in California. So I think in reality, a lot of these tech companies understand that this is the new world that we live in. Regulation is here. Tighter regulation is on the forefront.
I absolutely agree with you, Susan, that tighter regulation is on the forefront, and I think that's definitely a bearish sign. However, I would say we cannot lump in all these tech stocks into one category. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if, general growth stocks as well as some tech stocks reach new high here sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I think it's also important to note today's market action where you saw a name like Amazon completely outperform Google. And I'm actually pretty interested what Jack's opinion is. I know he's a minivan mega fun kind of guy, but I want to know where he sits when it comes to the biggest threat to Google. Is it the advertising from an Amazon, or is it the regulatory effect from the governments here and abroad?
It's not regulatory. We're approaching peak paranoia on big tech. First of all, forget Europe. That's like a South Carolina cop giving a speeding ticket to a New York City driver. The locals love it, and it's free revenue. They're going to keep that coming all day. Here in the U.S., you're not going to find either political party that's going to want to cripple one of its most prosperous industries. And just let's keep in mind that the deal with these services, I mean, Facebook, 2 billion people around the world use its services regularly, and they're free. Oxygen and sunshine provide a better value to more people, but that's about it. The deal
Jack,
is it's free.
You live in New York. Have you been to
advertise.
California lately? Have you seen the privacy controls and the new laws coming into effect there?
I think you're taking a way too rosy opinion about how this is going to work. Europe is very serious, and the numbers, Susan, correct me if I'm wrong, but the number in terms of the potential fines are gigantic.
Yeah. $5 billion for Google already, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so I don't think this is going away. I do think it could be solved. And again, Susan, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like if it were made easier and if people had to basically buy in, which is what basically the Europeans are after, you have to say, yes, it's okay for Google to track me, then everything will be solved. And I assume that that's eventually what's going to happen. And by the way, my view is that cuts off some future revenues for these companies because There are apps in our future where you walk into Barney's and they know what you've been looking at online, and they say it's on, the third floor.
Yeah,
we have your
stores.
credit card, and here's another big revenue source. That's the future, but some of these things could be speed bumps getting to it.
Well, and they're going to have to change their business model. I mean, the fact is that they've been giving in quotation marks, all these great apps to us because they've been then going in and taking our information once we sign on to their app and say I accept to that long list of things that gives them access to our information. They're going to have to change that to perhaps apps that we buy, literally pay money for if we want, and that's where they're going to have to get their revenue instead of mining our information.
Most of the world is poor. A lot of the world is cheap. No one wants to pay for anything. Everybody will cry about their privacy until you ask them to pay, and then suddenly they don't care as much. They'd rather have the free stuff. I mean, yeah, the alternative to a Google is called Apple. They charge a lot of money, so if that's what you're into, go with Apple and have better protection for your privacy.
Well, David should like this that I actually paid a lawyer to read the 27-page terms of use, and so it's completely fine. Go ahead, opt in, everybody. But I think Jack may be a little off when we're talking about peak paranoia, because one of the things that Google has done is actually poke the regulators in the eye, and they said, guess what? We're not going to do any projects with the U.S. military here, but we're going to do Project Dragonfly over in China. So we're all in and doing business in China, but not here in the United States. And guess what? United States regulators don't like.
That's just one project. I don't want to, broad stroke is just Project Maven. They are still working with the Pentagon and the Defense Department, as they have said before. There are other programs in play. But okay, let me just get back to this. I think the bottom line here, guys, is that nothing in this world is free. If you're not paying something, you are the product.
You're absolutely right, Susan. Good point to end on.
But it can be tempered. That's the only thing I'd say.
We'll end on Liz.